Okay. Types of arc welding. There are many types of arc welding, but here we deal with shielded metal arc welding, submerged arc welding, gas tungsten arc welding, plasma arc welding. Four types of arc welding in this chapter we are dealing with. Okay, first one is shielded metal arc welding. It is also called as manual metal arc welding. Okay, in this process metals are melted and joined by heating them with an arc between a consumable coated metal electrode and the workpiece. Okay, in shielded metal arc welding, the metals are joined by heating them with an arc. So it is called as arc welding. Heating them with an arc between a consumable coated metal electrode and the workpiece. So here we use a consumable electrode. Okay, the electrode is coated one, flux coated one. Okay, the stick electrode consists of core metal wire with an outer coating called flux. Okay, the stick electrode consists of core metal wire with an outer coating called flux. The flux assists in creating and stabilizing the arc. The flux assists in creating and stabilizing the arc. The creation of arc and stabilizing of the arc, both of them are helped by the flux. It also produces shielding gases. Okay, flux helps in stabilizing and creating an arc. Next one is it produces shielded gas, and it also removes the impurities, and it also produces slag. That means the flux helps in creating and stabilizing arc, and it provides shielding gas, and it also removes the impurities from the molten metal, and it forms a slag. So the flux assists in creating and stabilizing the arc, and it provides the shielding gas which prevents the reaction of molten metal with the atmospheric air. It also removes the impurities from the molten metal, and it forms a slag. Slag gets deposited over the weld metal. This slag protects the weld seam from rapid cooling. Okay, here we can see that in the figure we can see a flux coated electrode. Okay, a base metal or the parent metal is there, and we can see a metal deposit. Over that we can see the slag. Okay, here gaseous shield or shielding gas produced by the flux, also we can see that. Okay, working. In this process, the workpiece and electrode are melted by the arc, and hence both workpiece become a single piece without applying any external pressure. I'm repeating, in this process, the workpiece and electrode are melted by the arc, and hence both workpiece become a single piece without applying any external pressure. The temperature of the arc is about 5000 degrees Celsius to 6000 degrees Celsius. The electrode supplies additional filler metal into the joints, and it is deposited along the joint. A transformer or generator is used for supplying the current. The depth to which metal is melted and deposited is called depth of fusion. So, in this process, workpiece and electrode are melted by the arc, and hence both workpiece become a single piece without applying any external pressure. The temperature of the arc is about 5000 degrees Celsius to 6000 degrees Celsius, and the electrode supplies additional filler metal into the joints, and it is deposited along the joint. A transformer or generator is used for supplying current, and this current produces the arc. Okay, The advantages, disadvantages, and application of SMAW. Okay, first one, the advantage. Equipment. First advantages. There are many advantages. Let us see that. First one is equipment is self-contained, portable, and relatively inexpensive. In the case of equipment, they are portable. It is handy one. Okay, self-contained and relatively inexpensive. Okay, so low cost in the case of equipment. Electrode provides its own flux. Here there is a flux coating, so the electrode will provide the flux. Okay, most metals and alloys can be welded with SMAW. Most of the metals and alloys can be welded. It is a useful process for welding in confined spaces. It performs better. It performs better on unclean surfaces than other welding process. In unclean surfaces also, it can be welded smoothly. Okay. Most metal thickness can be welded with SMAW or MMAW. Manual metal arc welding or submerged arc welding can be used for welding most of the metal thickness. Okay, all welding positions are possible. Horizontal, vertical, and any type of welding position can be done using this type of welding. It can be used under almost all weather conditions. Arc is continuously visible to the welder. In the case in the case of this shielded metal arc welding, the arc is visible. In the case of submerged arc welding and all, the arc is not visible. Okay, we'll discuss it later. Okay, arc is continuously visible to the welder. The welder controls the arc. The arc can be controlled by the welder. Okay. Next one, the limitations. Okay, it is not recommended for welding metals less than 1.5 mm thickness. Thickness less than 1.5 mm thickness of metals below 1.5 mm thick cannot be welded or not recommended for this type of welding. Okay, excessive spatter is produced during welding. Spatter is produced. So, and proper uh, protective equipments, personal protective equipment should be needed when we are using this shielded metal arc welding. Okay, frequent stop or start are required to change electrodes. Okay, as this is a consumable electrode, the welding must be stopped and started. Okay, frequently. Slack cleanup is required. As it produces the slack, we should clean the slack after the welding has been done. Okay. High level of skill is needed to produce sound weld. A good or highly skilled labor is needed to produce a sound weld. Welds are subjected to porosity. Next one, arc blow must be controlled. Next, it needs more hand-eye coordination. A hand-eye coordination is very much important in the case of shielded metal arc welding. Potential electric shock occurs from open circuit voltage. And ventilation must be provided when welding in confined spaces using shielded metal arc welding. Applications. Okay, let's move on to application. Because of the versatility of the process, simplicity of its equipment and operation, shielded metal arc welding is one of the world's most popular welding process. It is mostly used for welding carbon steel, low and high alloy steel, stainless steel, cast iron, and ductile iron. Okay, I am repeating. It is used for welding carbon steel, low and high alloy steel, stainless steel, cast iron, and ductile iron. It can be used for welding nickel, copper, and their alloys. Okay, it can also be used for welding nickel, copper, and their alloys. It dominates other welding process in the maintenance and repair industry. Okay, next one is submerged arc welding. Okay, submerged arc welding. Um, in this, a powdered flux is applied. Okay, so an electric arc is produced between the consumable bare electrodes and workpiece, as it is a arc welding process. Okay, an electric arc is produced between consumable bare electrode. Note that point. Electric arc is produced between bare electrode. No flux coating is there. Additional flux is provided here. Okay, but the arc is completely submerged. That is hidden under the flux powder. A lot of amount of flux powder is applied while welding using submerged arc welding. The arc is not visible outside. Okay, in the case of submerged arc welding, the arc is completely submerged, that is hidden under the flux powder. The arc is not visible outside. Okay, the metal electrode is continuously fed from the reel by a moving head. The metal bare electrode is continuously fed from the reel by a moving head. The flux powder is fed in front of the moving head. The flux powder is fed through a hopper in front of the moving head. It is supplied from a hopper. Okay, the upper portion of the flux is in contact with the atmosphere. The upper portion will always be in contact with the atmosphere. The flux may be made of silica, metal oxide, and other compounds fused together. The flux, I am repeating, the flux may be made of silica, metal oxide, and other compounds fused together and is crushed to proper size. The flux serves as a shield and protects the molten weld pool from contamination. Since the arc is completely covered by flux powder, there will not be any defect in the weld due to atmospheric effects. Okay, next going to, here we can see the figure of submerged arc welding, and here we can see that a consumable bare electrode is there and it is feeded. It is feeded from the reel by a moving head. Okay, next a hopper is there for feeding the flux powder, and the flux powder uh, covered covered the arc, and the surface of the, or the upper portion of the flux is in contact with the atmosphere. Next, okay, or AC or DC supply can be used as a power source also. Okay, let's see the working. The bare electrode is fed from a reel down through the gun or nozzle. Okay, first the bare electrode is fed from the reel down through gun or nozzle. The operator can move it slowly a little at a time for the start of the arc, and then set the proper feed rate on the control box. So the feeding will be controlled automatically. Voltage used is from 25 to 40 volt. 25 to 40 volt voltage is used here. Current used depends considerably on the workpiece thickness. The current used will depend on the thickness of the workpiece to be welded. Flux is a non-conductor of electricity, but once it melts due to the action of heat, it becomes highly conductive, and hence current flow will be maintained between workpiece and electrode. Okay, electrode at a predetermined speed is fed into the joint to be welded. Okay, and as the voltage or electricity is passed through the electrode will be melted, and this melting of the electrode, and due to the heat produced by the arc, the metal piece and the consumable electrode also melted and forms a molten weld pool. Due to the heating, the flux also will be melted, and it will be conductive. Okay, so after cooling of these mix, a sound well can be formed. The unfused flux can be used again, okay, or the powdered flux can be collected and used again, okay. The advantages, disadvantages, and application of the submerged arc welding can be: first one, the advantage, very high quality welds are produced in submerged arc welding. Very high quality welds are produced. It is a very fast method. Deep penetration can be obtained. Shielding accessory for eyes is not needed as it is a submerged welding and the arc cannot be seen outside. There need not we need not have a shielding accessory for eyes. Long joints can be easily welded. This welding process has high deposit rate. That means 45 kilogram per hour can be deposited. Material up to 45 kilogram per hour can be deposited. There is no chance of weld spatter as it is submerged in a flux blanket. So there is no chance of weld spatter. This process is applicable to indoor as well as outdoor condition. No edge preparation is needed. Very little welding fumes is seen. This method ensures high utilization of electrode wire and easy automation can be obtained for high operator factor. Limitations: as the flux is powdered, we cannot use it for vertical or inclined type welding. It is not suitable for welding works which is inclined and vertical. Okay. In limitation, the welding zone is not seen. Okay, the welding zone is not seen, so it is difficult to guide the electrode movement. The guiding of electrode movement is very much difficult as we cannot see the welding zone. Operation is limited to some specific metal. The application is limited to straight seam and pipes and vessels. The flux handling can be tough. As it is a powdered flux, the flux handling is very much tough. Health issues can be caused because of the flux. Slag removal is needed after the welding. A slag will be produced and slag removal is needed after welding. Application: the submerged arc process is widely used in heavy steel plate fabrication work. It includes the welding of structural shapes, longitudinal seam of larger diameter pipe, manufacture of machine components for all types of heavy industry, and manufacture of vessels and tanks for pressure and storage uses. So it can be used in field of pressure vessels, boilers, tanks, nuclear reactors, chemical vessels, etc. It is also used in fabrication of trusses and beams. It is also used for uh, surfacing and build-up work, maintenance and repair work, etc. Okay, thank you. The next two type of arc welding can be discussed in the next video. That means gas tungsten arc welding and plasma arc welding can be discussed in the next video. Thank you.